What you are about to hear is not simply a theory about an artifact. It is the convergence of linguistics, archaeology, symbolism, and a message that may have traveled across thousands of years to arrive precisely in our generation. Dr. Agnese Sartori's analysis of the Bugosphere presents a fascinating possibility that the symbols engraved into this mysterious object are not random decorations, but part of an ancient Proto-Sanskrit symbolic system, a precursor to one of the oldest known sacred languages on Earth. Her work did not begin with belief. It began with comparison. She analyzed glyphs found on the sphere and compared them against ancient inscriptions discovered across the world, from Italy to Japan, from the Balkans to India, from cave systems in Ecuador to archaeological artifacts tied to forgotten civilizations. What she found was astonishing. Recurring symbols appearing across cultures separated by oceans and thousands of years of time. The logic of the translation follows three layers. First, symbol comparison. The glyphs on the sphere visually match ancient carvings found in multiple archaeological contexts. Second, phonetic continuity. Many of these symbols correspond directly to Sanskrit phonemes and root concepts preserved in ancient dictionaries and Indo-European linguistic traditions. And third, contextual interpretation. The message is not translated literally, like a modern sentence. Instead, it is interpreted through cosmology, mythology, astronomy, and symbolic relationships between the glyphs themselves. Symbols such as Ya-A represent beginning or origin. Kakra refers to cycles, astronomical wheels, and the movement of time. Indra appears connected to Jupiter, celestial authority, and even descriptions of great heavenly vehicles. Svar represents the sun, interstellar space, and what Sartori interprets as a catastrophic celestial event, possibly the destruction of a world or solar body. And perhaps most importantly, the sequence of symbols appears to describe a warning tied to humanity, cosmic cycles, and the preservation of life itself. Now, here is where this becomes deeply important to the alien carvings investigation. Because the exact same symbolic language, geometric repetition, and cosmological themes appear not only on the Bugosphere, but throughout the carvings and metallic artifacts emerging from Mexico. Again and again we see the same motifs: spheres, celestial cycles, resonant geometry, watchers, stars, and most importantly, the mysterious chip-like markings embedded into many of these objects. What if these chips were never electronic in the modern sense? What if they were symbolic markers, a type of encoded language combining resonance, identity, cosmology, and function? In ancient traditions, a mark was not simply a label. A mark represented alignment, allegiance, knowledge, inheritance, or even access. And that raises a profound possibility. Could the repeating chip symbol found across these artifacts represent a form of cosmic signature, a mark connected to the purpose of the spheres themselves? A key, a coordinate system, a warning, or perhaps a technology based not on circuitry alone, but on resonance and geometry interacting with consciousness and the natural world. The Bugosphere may not simply be an object. It may be a message container, a preserved archive from an older civilization attempting to communicate across time using symbols humanity would eventually rediscover through language, mythology, and science. And if that is true, then the carvings of Mexico are no longer isolated artifacts. They become fragments of a much larger system, a forgotten network of symbolic knowledge pointing toward humanity's origins, its dangers, and possibly its future.